Cristiano Ronaldo was absent from Manchester United training for the third straight day. United still don't know if he plans to join the club's pre-season tour. Andreas Pereira deal update. Medical will take place tomorrow in London. Andreas will sign with Fulham until June 2026, with option for further season. Solomon Medical, done. Fulham. Manchester United have signed all the paperwork for £10 million plus £3 million add-ons. Gavi, set to extend his contract with Barcelona as expected. Alemany now confirms. Gavi will 100% continue with Barca, we have an agreement in place. New deal set to be signed, never been in doubt. Gavi stays. Laporta on Ousmane Dembele. If he wants to stay, he has to accept our final bid, otherwise he will leave. There's no deadline. We want Ousmane to continue, but now depends on him. He has not accepted current proposal, but he's open. Barca president Laporta. Frenkie de Jong is Barcelona player, we don't want to sell him unless we have no other choice. Of course we know there are offers for de Jong, but we don't want to sell him. Official. Joaquin extends his contract with Betis until June 2023, legend of the club stays for one more season. Club statement confirms agreement now reached and signed. Medical completed today for Tyler Adams ahead of his move to Leeds United from RB Leipzig. Deal done since Monday, £20 million fee add-ons included paid in 5 years. Angel Di Maria to Juventus, here we go. After agreement reached on free move, Di Maria's expected to fly to Italy this week. Paul Pogba will also be in Turin on Saturday, deal done weeks ago. 1-year deal for Di Maria docs being prepared to be signed soon. Fulham updates. Manor Solomon is in London in order to undergo medical tests today, then sign contract on a 1-year loan, after many twists finally done. Steven Bergwijn in Amsterdam today morning in order to undergo medical tests and sign contract as new Ajax player until June 2027. Deal completed yesterday with Tottenham on €30 million fee. Spurs will soon invest small part of the budget on Clement Lenglet loan fee. AC Milan are working on many deals. Negotiations ongoing with Chelsea for Hakim Ziyech, the player wants to join Milan this summer. Talks also with Brugge for Charles de Ketelaere, after opening bid for €20 million fee, Leeds are offering more than €30 million plus add-ons. Zlatan Ibrahimovic has decided to extend his contract with AC Milan. Zlatan will continue for one more season, agreement in place until June 2023. Ibrahimovic suffered knee injury and his recovery will take 6-7 months, but he will accept lower salary. Andreas Pereira to Fulham, here we go. Full agreement in place on player side, 3-year deal with option for further season. Manchester United will receive £10 million plus £3 million add-ons, deal was already agreed between clubs last week. Now it's all set to be done. Romeo Lavia to Southampton, deal now completed, and here we go confirmed. Lavia has successfully completed his medical tests today afternoon. £12 million guaranteed fee, Manchester City will also have buy-back clause around £40 million. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't show up also today for Man United training, told the club he's still dealing with personal family issue. Jorge Mendes, exploring options to find an official proposal as soon as possible. Man United, still on same position. Kessie. When a coach like Xavi calls you up, you can be happy because that means your work is being recognized. I spoke to him, and he explained that I would have an important role at the club. Cristiano Ronaldo Manchester United saga continues, examining the options for the wantaway Portuguese star for the third day in a row. Cristiano Ronaldo is missing from pre-season practice, owing to family obligations. The star striker of Manchester United was given permission to postpone his return to pre-season workouts, but club sources have not yet provided any information about when his absence would end. On Friday, the United first team is scheduled to depart for a pre-season tour of Thailand and Australia. Ronaldo's absence would be felt painfully because he is one of the most prominent athletes and unquestionably the biggest name in Erik ten Hag's team. Practically speaking, nothing has altered since Ronaldo informed United last week that he would like to leave the club if an acceptable offer for his services is received. The club's position has not changed, it would be unwise to offload their leading scorer from the previous campaign. He is anticipated to complete his contract's final year. Ten Hag and Ronaldo have not yet spoken in person, which might alter their position. However, John Murtough, the director of football, has not had a deluge of offers in response to the latter's revelation that he wants out. Since Ronaldo left Old Trafford for the first time 14 years ago, he has appeared to be able to control events both on and off the field. It was only a matter of time before he got his wish for a new contract, manager, or colleague. Many people today seem to be debating whether the objectives are worthwhile given the inconvenience. Not that there aren't any potential suitors. Chelsea is keeping an eye on things, and Todd Boehly, their new chairman and part owner who also serves as temporary sporting director, spoke to Ronaldo's agent Jorge Mendes last week. They are claimed to have the most direct stake in the 37-year services. Olds, however, it could be tempting to pay Thomas Tuchel a penny for his ideas. The Chelsea manager has traditionally preferred forwards who can serve as the first line of defense. He succinctly described his guiding principles following last season's 4-0 victory over Juventus, a game in which his front three successfully applied as much pressure as Ronaldo did in February. "We attack together and defend together," he said. He would not get much of the former from a player who, according to football, averaged 1.5 fewer pressures per 90 minutes than any other Premier League forward last season. If one wanted to make the case for Ronaldo at Stamford Bridge, Tuchel has at least offered some ammunition, saying late last season about Chelsea needing overperformance if we want to be nearer to the top two teams. "I am not pointing fingers, I am not blaming anybody, but we need overperformance from everybody." Presuming that the German is referring to overperformance in terms of expected goals, XG, you could imagine why those involved in Stamford Bridge recruitment might be tempted to acquire one of the most prolific figures the sport has ever seen. Additionally, they might mention that Ronaldo has averaged 0.61 non-penalty xG per 90 minutes of league play since joining Juventus in 2018. He had 0.6 goals other than penalties. That xG value is 0.12 higher than Chelsea's biggest return from last season, which came from Timo Werner's regularly sloppy boots, even though it occurred in two teams that were built primarily to support Ronaldo's goal-scoring abilities. Ronaldo would assume his key role and deliver for both United and Juventus. As a result, there were less goals and points scored, which led to the habitual Scudetto winners falling to fourth place with the Red Devils struggling to qualify for the Europa League. The perennial scorer would still be a valuable asset to whatever team he played for, but those were the days when he should have been one of the go-to starters for a squad's biggest games. If Boehly doesn't mind paying one of the most extravagant wages in world football for a 12th player, Ronaldo may be a terrific alternative for Tuchel off the bench. However, you might not want to structure your 11 in service to him. Bayern Munich would probably come to the same conclusion, that Ronaldo would make an excellent backup option to Sadio Mane or Robert Lewandowski, one who might have a bigger impact in the Champions League thanks to the intriguing narrative magic that permeates him than through his actual play. Napoli might not, but almost as soon as they were linked, there were indications that they would not pursue a chance to bring the Portuguese forward back to Serie A. The most likely possibility would appear to be that, when Ronaldo returns from his leave of personal absence, it will be to find himself tied to United for one more year. Certainly, that is what betting markets view as the most probable outcome for a 37-year-old earning £500,000 a week. It's possible that he wants to return to the Champions League. When Ten Hag realizes that the sacrifices his players must make for their number 7 are not outweighed by the importance of goals, United's internal perspective might even alter. But even then, there is no guarantee that Ronaldo would succeed in getting his way. He has been in limbo for 3 days, and there may be many more to come.